Think about the first time you watched your favorite movie or show and ask yourself who stuck in your mind the most. Was it the hero who saved the day, or was it the villain who stole every scene? More and more people today find themselves to the villain, and some characters to mention are Joker, Anakin, or Loki from Avengers. Some people are even getting their own movies like Venom, and well, one of the other ones was the Joker. I've always wondered why the bad guy is often the most popular character, and I don't think it's because people like seeing, the heroes giving someone to have a good plot against, but I think it's because that people understand the villains more deeply, and often, people are often relating to the heroes. And today I'll be explaining why villains showing red flaws and emotions, and how their backstories are deeper and more compelling, and why they're just more entertaining to watch. So let's begin with the main reason why villains stand out more. And I think that's because they remind us of ourselves. Villains are more relatable than heroes, and they show real human flaws like anger, jealousy, insecurity, and fear sometimes. One study mentions that we tend to sympathize with characters who feel more like us. So heroes are often shown as perfect, strong, always brave, and always doing the right thing. And honestly, it's hard to connect with perfection. We all have imperfections and dark emotions, so villains feel more realistic. While heroes hide their struggles, villains express them openly, which makes them easier to understand and even easier to empathize with. Villain backstories are also just more deeper and more compelling. More villains are shaped by trauma, rejection, or pain, and their motives, while not always are right, are often understandable. Research even suggests that people who enjoy villain characters are willing to temporarily put aside real-world moralities, and they like to explore with complex fiction. So in the first place, the audiences need something to think about and someone to emotionally connect with during the movie. So even if they're on the wrong side, it's often easier to just connect with someone who is similar to you in certain ways. And once we connect with their stories, it's usually their personalities that keep us hooked. So villains are usually more entertaining and more memorable. They're unpredictable and sometimes charismatic. They break the rules, they challenge the hero, and they keep the plot moving. Without them, it would be kind of hard for the villain or for the hero to even be the one to save the day. Without them, there would be no movie or no plot. And often their confidence, their style, their attitude is what makes people like them more. For me personally, I just like the way that they dress. I mean, I think the all black, someone to give the hero someone to be, I guess you could say. Now that we've seen why villains stand out, we can understand why people are more drawn to them. We connect with villains because they show emotions we all feel. Their backstories are deep and sometimes heartbreaking, and above all, they're memorable. They make stories exciting and unpredictable. So the next time that you're watching a show or a movie, just pay attention to who you're actually rooting for. And I think at the end of the day, we don't like villains because they're evil. We like them because they're human, and they show us depictions of ourselves.